What's up, guys? It's Black and back with some more RA content. It is already week 3 of RAGL as of recording this, which is kind of crazy because I feel like it is just started. That is alright because in the bottom it is going to be Fazzar playing as Russia in his traditional maroon color. I think this year, if any year, is definitely looking like Fazzar's year. I think he's got a real good chance of doing it, but we will have to see because he is up against Inno. He is playing as Ukraine in his purple-ish color. Has come out of nowhere. He is definitely a strong player. There's some accusations of is he a smurf or not. I'm not so sure about that as I see some grenadiers coming out here. He's definitely a solid player, plays fight interestingly, a little bit of Despero, a lot of Fazzar and Happy mixed in there too. He's like very hyper aggressive sometimes and very passive other times, always mixes it up. So he's a very interesting player. Looks like both players are moving out with some infantry on this map, which is island fight. It's kind of supposed to be like pit fight, but with naval options. And these three grenadiers are going to run all the way around. Looks like Fazzar kind of poking in the middle, but just not interested in that middle oil derrick. Instead, he might try to force on this FCOM, which I think he's going to be able to do it. Inno's army is stacking on the comm center. Same time though, these grenadiers might come in at an absolute brutal timing. We'll have to see where he goes. Neither player has a pillbox ready or flame tower ready in this case. Oh, but the engineer gets caught right after the FCOM. I think he should have time to build in a flame tower. So this is going to be kind of a waste by Fazzar, but he did get the engineer, which is nice. At the same time though, these grenadiers are coming in, and I've seen Inno do this in combined arms. This is going to be so brutal, not as brutal as combined arms, but 3 grenadiers will put him in temporary low power, or at the very least make him build another power plant, which is always annoying. Ooh, seals that ref. I don't know about that. That was kind of a weird play. I think he could just build some rifles himself. The ref is not going to go down. At the same time, all of his army up there gets cleaned up. Not a great start here from Fazzar. So, taking a quick early win there. Build times on the War Factory is still looking pretty good. Fazzar with the ref cell, he will be okay, but I just did not like that he kind of split his ref. I guess if he just built 2 here, he had been totally fine. And I think that is the advantage of doing that. Fazzar retains some infantry, and he is going to try to take this oil derrick, but I don't think that is going to be enough rifles. Although, if it goes right into those barrels, it could be a different thing. We already discussed that master catch-up. He is killing the barrels, which is nice, but I think Fazzar has got to get out of there. Engineer not going to get out of there, instantly gets prone, and it is gone. And yeah, with Fazzar selling this ref, he can't just place the 3rd ref here on his gems. It looks like won't be doing the same thing too, since he set 2 refs back here, so that is definitely going to send both these players behind, but I guess they're both equally behind in that essence. With another engineer out here, he's going to try to cap that oil derrick in the middle. Always nice to have that extra oil income, but these 2 oil derricks on the side are actually really good. You kind of are somewhat forced to build naval. I mean, allies can always build a Chinook, but if you can cap 4 oil derricks by yourself and be up 4-0 or 5-0 in this case, that is really strong economy just from oil derricks. Because there's not a whole lot of eco on this map. Yes, there is a gem, but just these 2 mines here and this 1 single mine expansion. So basically at 5, 6, and then this is kind of like 7.8, I think, 1.3. These oil derricks are super important. Subs obviously not going to be super good at harassing. Gunboats and destroyers are definitely pretty good, but you do have to remember this is on my buy balance patch, so those tier 2 missile subs absolutely work on this level. There is not a whole lot they can't hit, except for like right here in the middle. It's kind of the design of this level anyways. Fazzar out here with Flak and an APC out here for Inno, so let's take a look at the army value graphs. Definitely up, and I think that is just because of this early game winning. Fazzar up to 5 harvesters. Inno did have a ref there, 4 harvesters there. No ref here for Fazzar yet, so maybe he's kind of saving this, but I mean, at some point, you really shouldn't have to need the extra income from a gem mine. It should be just as efficient as just regular mining. So not grabbing this early could be a mistake, and Inno is going to push this. I really don't like that SD placement. That is so far away, and it's very easy to get sniped. You're going to want to move this MCV somewhere else. Fazzar does see that there's... I was going to say, is there possible that there's a rifle that can shoot at a flame tower and it can't shoot back? But no. Oh, but this is going to get hit with a nasty timing. I don't think Fazzar has a flame tower ready. He does not, so this is not going to be saved. He's probably going to place a ref and instantly lose it. That is going to be unfortunate. Oh, I do like this by Inno 2 sending the 1 rifle scout in and see, yep, there is nothing here. He's probably going to be queued to go in. Nope, that might actually queue Fazzar to build a flame tower, but I don't think it's going to be in time. And there goes the ref. Perfect timing, and now Inno goes in, and Fazzar with no armor here, I don't think he's gonna have a good time. Ref's gonna go down. Harvester's gonna be used as armor. Oh, but the crushing from the APCs, not so good so far. Oh, there we go, that was decent. Crushers from the Harvester's okay. I think Fazzar is barely gonna lose this. Oh, it is super close. Well, the Flame Tower might change things, but here comes another APC. Fazzar looking pretty rough here. Oh no, and there's a harassment down here, and he loses a Harvester, so that is 3 Harvesters down. He's down to 4 Harvesters. Got his MC out, but it is not looking strong for him at all. He is basically down to 3,500 army. That is not a lot at all. Loses his observation center, or I guess communication center is what it is. Yeah, I think this is GG. Looks like Fazzar getting outplayed here, and then that placement of the SC coming back to haunt him. Flamethrowers mixed in, and that is not going to last very long at all. In fact, I think this infantry might just go down to 2 APCs. Oh, the crush is brutal at the end there, and that was a super quick game. That was 6 minutes of probably who I think has the best chance of winning RAGL this season, getting taken down by Inno. So that just goes to show you that RAGL 16 is wide open. It could be Happy, it could probably not be me because that's not my style. It could be Inno, or it could be Fazzar, but we'll be back for game 2 in just a second. Alright, we are back here on game 2. This map is Champion, of course. Looks like Fazzar picked any this time, and Inno ran him into Ukraine. Not sure if they did that last time. I'm not sure whose map pick this is. I'm going to actually scroll back up and see. Looks like Fazzar joined the game first, so I think he has the map pick. And I don't see anything about bans, so I guess they just picked and went with it, so that's cool. I think this is a very Fazzar style map. This kind of eco right here lends it to be pretty aggressive, and Fazzar is still hyper aggressive, but I think it also works well for his light tank rush that he does, the 3 ref light tanks, just because your MCV move out is really short. You got lots of eco too, so you can kind of back tech into it and sustain for a long while, and you kind of know where your opponent's going to be, know where their expansion is going to be. That always helps with his 3 tank light tank rush, 3 ref light tank rush. I'm just going to call it 3 ref in at this rate. Both these players just securing their always direct now, though. Looks like Inno is a lot more safe. I'm not sure, he is War Factory and rushing, which is interesting. So yeah, he knows his build orders. I mean, he said he's been playing RA for quite a while, just never was much into 1v1s. Kind of showed up in Command Arms, and he's been killing it so far. But as of this recording, he is waiting for either me or Ups to face him again. We'll have to see what happens there. Who knows? It might be happening this weekend, it might be happening never, but hopefully it happens. Fazzar, ready for the Rens this time. Got 3 rifles, nicely surrounding. Splitting up his refs again, and I don't like this unless you're going to go for only 2 refs, but as a double ref build, going for only 2 refs is very weird, puts you at a very weird timing. I'm sure there is a build that it makes sense, but I don't like it. And this nice early aggression from Fazzar, probably going to get that engineer. Yep, he's dead. And I think he can go back in and kill that oil derrick if he wants. I like that 1 rifle is going down too, but no, he is going to capture this. I don't know why he is sending that engineer all the way over there. He needs to go straight there, and he needs his rockets there. Because if you see that little infantry, you should expect a War Factory first build. Luckily for him, Inno is not building a Harvester now. He's now building an APC, but War Factory first, you honestly probably want to go with that vehicle first. Otherwise, yeah, you want the extra eco, but you got 2 oil derricks, you're going to be okay. Getting that extra, or that light vehicle that much quicker is so important. He can clean all this up, kill that engineer, and probably threaten this. But instead, he's going to lose this oil derrick temporarily, going to have to rebuild an engineer. Oh, it actually might be close. No, Fazzar is going to get this. So he might lose some rifles, or all these rifles. Oh, actually, he might. Oh my god, that is insane. I thought that engineer for sure was going to capture that. So I got egg on my face. Obviously going to win the season now. I have to call it because he just outclassed me there. I'm just going to hang up the mitts. I'm not even going to commentate anymore. I'm just kidding. But I'm still absolutely surprised by that APC actually getting there. But again, if he had gone APC first, never would have been threatened. Probably could have just squished a lot of rifles in the meantime too. Fazzar would have been in a much worse position than he is. But he is decently right now. Army value, obviously, up ahead. This War Factory first build just now coming on. And he goes for 1 racks into SD, so very quick. MCV. Not a 4 MCV, obviously, but see what he's doing. He's building another War Factory. That is definitely a strange build, so we're already off meta here. This could be really good or really bad. I don't know about double War Factory this early on 1 racks, especially when you're not even producing. I mean, you can definitely afford it, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. And he moves out his main MCV, so he's going to go double War Factory into medium or heavy tanks. I do kind of like that, though. I mean, Fazzar's probably going to expect 1 MCV plays just because that's what he probably expects from me. We'll have to see. He pushes that MCV up a little bit further than MCV. Probably could just put it right here, but it's totally fine. So producing heavy tanks at the same rate as medium tanks is going to be very nice, but at the same time, it just doesn't have the infantry to back it up, and this is an infantry-centric game, so we'll have to see if this works, but as of now, I'm very curious. This might be a good build. I do like the scouting from Fazzar. I would actually like to see him build another engineer just to capture that. There's also a lot of stuff that you can just kill for bounties down here. It would be really nice for the ranger just to vet it up. Although there is rangers down here, and I think that does take forever. Yeah, but killing the rocket soldiers, the 2 rifles, you know, I think that might put you over the range for ranger to get up to vet 1. And it's always nice to have that efficiency bonus. Do you like this too from Fazzar? Dropping ref and instantly moving off that main MCV. This is why you kind of want to go MCV here. Drop a ref, drop another ref here, and then kind of place your MCV here, and that really puts a lot of pressure on your opponent. But as you can see, Inno already up to 4 heavy tanks, and Fazzar only at 2. But again, Inno only at 1 MCV, Fazzar on 2 MCVs. So he's going to be able to expand all this time. I'm not sure about this. I kind of would like to just 1 MCV play here. If you really need to, you got all this extra ore for a long time. But Fazzar is going to go down there. Maybe he knows something I don't. That is totally possible. Apparently, he knows something that I don't with the APC and all that. So, again, just going to shut up, let this game happen, I guess. Looks like Fazzar might be yeah, he's having some power problems. Had a self-flow box off there. Not a huge deal at all. I mean, it sucks that you kind of spent too much money on it, but hey, be like that sometimes. And he is not going to see this. Is not really aware of Fazzar. Sees the 1 rifle there. Alright, that should cue Fazzar in. Does he move? Yeah, he does move a little bit of his army, but not enough. I don't think. This is going to be pretty brutal. This is going to hit his eco at a really good time. And again, that is a lot of heavy tanks to deal with. But they are not targeting the harvesters. They're just killing the ref. Fazzar actually going to get out like a bandit there, but that 1 harvester trying to go back, not good at all. But he can just transfer him down here, and he'll be totally fine. Ooh, and I like this for Fazzar too, recognizing that has a huge army out of position. And Inno is going to have a tough time defending this with 1 MCV. He's got some build radius here, but yeah, Fazzar attacking this eco is going to be really good. This is going to be pretty tough. If Inno goes right here right now, I think Fazzar could be in problem, but he is kind of splitting up and trying to defend at the same time, so ooh, I don't know. Tier 2 is out. Oh, that V2, not terrible, not bad at all. I like that he pulled the harvester out as well, but there's 1 racks down. This War Factory probably going to go down. There's a nice V2. And he is going to kill at least 1 War Factory. So that is back down to 1 War Factory, but he is at tier 2, which is nice. I do like this from Fazzar pulling back out here. I think he could be using this ranger a little bit more effectively, but hey, he's going to clean up this on the backside, so that's nice. Did get a good eco transfer there, and he is trying to transfer back, maybe? I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe just too many harvesters. Oh, this army getting caught a little bit. Is there a good force fire on the D2s? No, there is a move command. Brutal. Loses 1. Gets a decent shot with them, and that army is going to get cleaned up. So we are looking at a slight lead for, in army value here. But the destroyed lost is actually looking better for Fazzar. And is that another move command by Inno there? Ooh, that's a little rough. So Fazzar eco situation, let's have a look. As you can see, he's stalling. Income is about 2k less, 2.5k less. Assets are in Fazzar's favor though, just ever so slightly. So this game is pretty even, honestly. Struggling on eco is a big problem, obviously. But I think, again, the armor situation, it's kind of evened out. A few more heavy tanks than there is. Just 2. I mean, yeah, that's nice. The heavy tanks are worth more than medium tanks anyways, but your tech advantage is equal. Fazzar is established here. You just gotta be very careful not to lose that MCV to Yak. That'd be super unfortunate for him. Efficiency 1 on that V2. That could be a huge difference maker here, especially with the spotter. But Fazzar is very ready for this attack. If Inno gets a bad angle, it could be really bad for him. And that V2 getting danger close again, but not getting a good shot. Oh, and the Yak goes down. Does not crash into his own units. This is nice, but Fazzar's kind of out of position here. Oh, this could be really bad. Both players kind of focusing all their armor on the north. Fazzar really trying to hunt down that V2. Oh, V2 getting a huge chunk of rockets, and somehow, I don't know how, Fazzar is pushing through here. I really don't think he should have been able to. That was pretty much all of the medium tanks, and there were still 2 heavy tanks somewhere on the field, right there in the middle, I guess. So even with the armor advantage, Fazzar still pretty much came out on top there. He does have a nice vet 2v2. Need to send that back at the SD, and he finally has a second MC out here. So I don't know. I'm honestly really shocked that Fazzar came back. I feel like maybe it's just, maybe I haven't been casting RA and I'm rusty. Bringing out the rest of the excuses in casting. That's a new one, right? Nice little detachment over here. I think this is probably good just to kill that oil derrick. I mean, you just walked right into this vision, so you know, should be aware of it. Yeah, it's pretty good map awareness from what I've seen, so kill that oil derrick. Maybe go down and try to kill this one, or maybe go all the way back here and forget about it for a good 5 minutes, because you know, it's definitely aware of it. The Blackhawks are coming out, and they might catch this MCV. That'll be huge. That MCV is 100% going to go down. I think they did enough. Oh, just not enough. Park a Blackhawk on there. It'd definitely be worth it. Oh, no, you have a third one coming in. I mean, still park one, and then if this one comes in, then maybe you can get both of them out. If not, then he'll have to kill it. I heard a Yak somewhere, but I do not see the Yak somewhere. Beat him tank trying to poke here. Not getting much effort. And there we go. Oh, the engineer was so close too, so nice play there by Fazzar. Gotta be careful here. There is a lot of flame towers, and there is a Yak, and there is no longer a Yak. That is a lot of rockets. I wish I had this combined arms value there so I could tell you how many it is, but more than enough to deal with all those flame towers, as a matter of fact. And Inno's army is kind of out of position. In fact, his army seems to be shrinking and shrinking. He's really struggling with Fazzar kind of multi-pronging him, and losing that MC is huge. Yak is out of ammo, so cannot get a good strafing run in there. Oh, and it goes down anyways. Gets an artillery, so not the worst trade in the world, but could have been a lot better. I think he is eventually going to hunt that down. But I think the Blackhawks are going to be a problem for him. He's heavily invested into V2s. Blackhawks are really good at killing V2s. 4 of them out there. Doesn't have any flak steel with Blackhawks, which, I mean, you can kind of do, but once the Blackhawks start getting up in these numbers, it is really rough to not have flak steel with them. And Fazzar, sensing that, you know, is on that 1 MC, going to be going to take this bottom, which, I mean, is really nice, but at the same time, I still would like you just push harder here. You have your MCV here, I guess, too, so maybe controlling both these is pretty good. You're essentially controlling a huge portion of the map, just these 2 locations. The only thing I'm careful of is a deep dive right here, but I think you're pretty well protected. You got your Blackhawks there anyways, so this is starting to look pretty slanted towards Fazzar's favor. Army value not looking too bad there, only a 5k difference. About 4k, 5k difference in destroyed loss there. Pair drop on the back, but 1 Blackhawk should be enough. Probably won't lose a harvester. Yeah, he's just gonna pull him away. Nicely done there. Oh, another little flank back here. Nice Yak crash there. Cleans up everything but the Yardie. 2 medium tanks over there. Shouldn't be a problem at all. But don't lose your flak. You need that. And Inno forced to play very defensive here, which I think is the correct decision. And I do like that Fazzar is just pillbox ref, moving back a little bit. Although I would like him to just try to control this area. Would also like him to tech up to tier 3 if he could, because Tanya would be an absolute killer for this. I mean, there is some V2s, which are nice, and there is Yaks in the field, but she's always a full multiplier. There's never a time you're not going to want them. Nice use of the A guns too, just kind of popping them along with the pillboxes. Going to prevent any Yaks from diving in on them. And Fazzar just trying to go back with these tank flanks they're so annoying to deal with, especially when you prone the rockets like that. If he really wants to, he could probably just straight up kill that. Just shoot at the rocket and it'd die. Ranger finally goes down, and it is minute 13, so that's impressive. Oh man, that MC getting pushed back, almost getting killed by V2 rockets. And there we go, Fazzar's coming in. Oh, great angle on the Blackhawks. What a SAM site kind of shuts him down. This might be a trap for Fazzar. I like it. I like that he's pulling back there. 3 V2s, and Inno was setting up a very good concave. He keeps pushing in, especially with that SAM site screening. could go very horribly really quick. It's like medium tank gonna get cleaned up. One more rocket. Nope. Last old Derek for Inno going down. Decent rack strafe there, but using both of them, not good. And there is tier 3. Tanya is out. Inno kind of stuck on tier 2 for a lot longer. He could use the Iron Curtain right now. Mammoth Tanks would probably actually be really good in this situation too, since we're kind of in a slugfest. But here we go. Tanya is in great spot. And Concave for Fazzar is looking really good. But the V2s, that was a nice hit there, and the retreat. But here comes the Blackhawks now. Did the V2s get Tanya? They did. I'm not sure if she was target fire there or if it was just luck, but oh, one Blackhawk going down here. Oh, and a nice flank up here too. Man, this game is on fire. This is definitely a really good game. I think Inno is giving Fazzar all he can handle, which is not to say unexpected, but I just didn't expect Inno to be this good this quick. Ref gonna go down there too, and that is hugely worth it because Inno is on very limited hards. He's leeching from down here. There is a turret though, and Fazzar is just gonna kill the power. Not a bad idea. Goodbye Blackhawk, or goodbye Yak. Not enough to kill the Conyard, but maybe? No. Oh, gotta be careful. He's gonna lose at least one Blackhawks. Probably a second one. Nope. Luckily to get out of there. But it is starting to look pretty dire for Inno. He is locked out of most of this map. He's lost his expansion. He's basically got one active harv that is safely mining. And this one critical SAM site that has been screening is going to go down, but I see a pair of bombs coming here. They're coming from a really weird direction. I don't know if Fazzar seems. I don't think he did. Unfortunately, this pair of bombs gonna pretty much miss. Got more kills with the Basher dying than he did pair of bombs. Good V2 there. Unfortunately, a little too far away, but they do kill it off for Blackhawk. But without Iron Curtain, I think Inno is in a lot of trouble. His Harvesters here getting absolutely murdered. And now I think this is the barf move. This Im's feet is going to go down. He's got another one up here, but I think that is it. He does nothing to do with the artillery. Well, I take that back. All the artillery did. Same time, he has no armor left. So as long as these medium tanks can get in front, which they are currently not. Oh man, is this kind of a throw a little bit? That's a little bit of a throw. I mean, Fazzar he's not going to lose this game, I don't think. This game is pretty well in his favor. He's just constantly harassing the eco. Another Harvester going down. There's 2 Harvs left on the field for Inno, but that destroyed loss is going to look really bad. That Army Craft taking a big dip. I guess Inno's took a big dip too, but that was definitely brutal for Fazzar right there. Barely ahead, 89. He's basically 450 ahead, and the GG was thrown in, so that was a pretty long game. 16:47. Inno looks pretty good there. Went War Factor first, but you don't see a whole lot of, so respect for that. But Fazzar, looking formidable, did not get shaken from game 1, so that will be it for this week. Well played, boys. That was absolutely a wonderful match to watch. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time.